Oh, yay. Morning, everybody. I apologize. It's been a few days since I've done any videos, live streams, or anything like that. So I apologize. Just mentally trying to make it through the holidays. I know a lot of people struggle through the holidays, and they just kind of sit in their houses and wait for it to pass. However they deal with it. They've had a lot of tragedies and stuff in their lives. The reason I'm addressing this is here lately I've been doing some videos about the scammers and beggars on these social media apps, mostly TikTok and here on YouTube. Um, and I silently watch a lot of them. I don't comment, and when I do comment, it's usually I've reached a point that I'm mad, I'm angry at what they're doing, what they're saying, who they're ripping off, and I type. And usually after I do, I bounce out because I don't want to say something that's going to get me banned or get me my account, put some strikes on it or something, if you know what I mean. And another is there's no sense in really being hateful towards them because there's enough hate out there as it is. You can see the hate in the comments. And I don't know, I don't deal with that very well. I don't deal with bullying very well. I was the type of person in school and throughout my life, if I seen somebody bullying, I'm the type of person that would jump in the middle and say, hey, if you want to bully somebody, bully me. Bully me. I can handle it. They can't. But what I'm trying to say is with the holidays and people struggling and getting by, barely getting by, these social media beggars, scammers have ruined it. And I seen it happen. The reason I'm making this video, I seen it happen yesterday evening. Woman come on, she really didn't want you to tell she was nervous. She never, didn't even, when she ended the video, she didn't fumbled around, didn't know how to end the video. You could tell it was her first time. Needing some help. People on there bullying her because that's all you see on TikTok, YouTube. And they come across it and they may not know that person, never seen that person before, and relate to that person to what the rest of the scammers are doing is what I'm trying to say. And it's sad because me, myself, I had a mother that was a single mom with us. She'd send me to my grandparents. I would have to go over there. Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Anyway, she would drop me off at my grandparents' friends' houses, and they would watch me. But then my mom got remarried, and she met a man that had 2 kids previously, and he got divorced, and the mother took them 2 kids, so he lost his 2 kids. And as an adult now, I could see how that hurt him. But me as a kid, I couldn't see it as a kid. And he done things to me, put stipulations on me, rules on me, as he would have his kids if they were living in his household. Pushed him a little bit harder because he couldn't do it to his own kids. My mom couldn't see that because she loved him so much. Sometimes they say love is blind. Love can be blind, and it can hurt other people that you're supposed to love. And she fell into the trap with him that, the sun rise and set in his rear end, more or less. And then when I got to 15, she signed her rights away. And I was homeless by 16 because I ran away from the foster parents. So see, I can speak on this. I've dealt with it. I've dealt with being homeless. But I never there wasn't no internet to come on to beg. And if there was, I wouldn't have done it. I've seen people at their lowest low. I've done hurricane relief drives. And I've took those supplies to the people that needed it. And I've seen those people at their lowest. I seen one woman one time. This has been about 5-6 years ago. I'd done one hurricane relief drive, Got back home, and in between that, there was another hurricane. Ended up getting another set of hurricane relief supplies and drove it down to almost into Florida. And when I got down there, this woman had a bunch of cats. God love her for that, loving the animals. But she only had about a half a loaf of light bread and canned cat food. She's feeding her cats, but she's also feeding herself that canned cat food and light bread. And I raised my hand to God. I've seen this. So when I say I've seen people at their lowest of lows, but yet you get on here one day and you get $50, $100, $200, the next day $500, the next day you're on there again begging again. And I'm talking about Austin Tomato on that. And then you got one woman. There's only about one or two that I watch hard because I don't want to get everything mixed up, in what I'm watching and what I'm seeing. But you talk about Lisa Richards over there on TikTok. That girl is bad off, and people are contributing to her demise. And now it's coming out that her family's all wrapped up in it too. This stuff's got to stop. Stop feeding these people's addiction. That's what you're doing. You're feeding their addictions. Pay your bills with it. If you want to give to somebody, give to the people down there in North Carolina, Georgia, East Tennessee, where it would really help. But you can't tell me somebody comes on $50 one day needing money. It's getting old. And in the long run, it's hurting people that really need it. That's my whole point. I love you. I respect you. And as always, I'll catch y'all on the flip side.